Kansas City Steakburger. That's right. You go with 8 or 16 of them. Now, at the 8 or the 16, I didn't double the price with the 16. I'm actually going to save you ready for this? Almost $30 if you stock up and save, okay? Now, this is on auto delivery, so keep a good thing coming. Lock in this price, okay? And then, of course, as we do on all our food today, is free shipping and handling. So if you want to maybe gift this to someone, you get the bill, they get the burgers, and of course, they get the smiles because this is a steak burger. So let's just jump right in, right? What is a steak burger? I've heard of a hamburger, but what is a steak burger? So let me show you here. Let me just cut. Now, these are 8 ounces. This is the biggest burger Kansas City Steak Company and QVC has to offer. Now, first of all, what do we see? Let me just give you a little press, right? There you go. That is the juiciest burger you will ever have. What you will notice is how just softly we kind of gently press that together. This is a fall in your mouth type of burger. So also when we do that, the state-of-the-art technology is that we create these flavor pockets for all those juices to hide. Now, I did mention this is a steak burger, which means there's prime rib, filet mignon, New York strip steak, and top sirloin inside the burger. That's right. And that's what makes it a steak burger. It gives it a really nice mouthfeel and, of course, the richness. So let's talk about your choices. Now, you could go with 8 of the 8 ounce, which we have 400 left in the 8 count. And in the 16 count, now, we only have 130 because keep in mind, we didn't double the price when we went 8 to 16. You're going to save almost $30 if you went with that 16 count. Stock up that freezer. You take one out at a time, which is great. And you can lock in auto delivery as well. Lock in this price every 90 days for a year because I don't know what the price of beef is going to be tomorrow or next week. Now, I will share a little funny story with you. I gifted these to a friend of mine I play tennis with. And she said to me, you know what? I love the fact that I just take one out. And I think she said I put it on salad. She treats it like a steak because that's what it is. Let's face it. There's prime rib, all those good cuts of meat inside this burger. And that's what makes it not only approachable because all those steak cuts are very expensive. But when you're talking about a steak burger, there's just something about it. People always kind of say, wow, I've never had a steak burger. And, you know, we sell these to a lot of high-end steak restaurants and pubs. And a lot of chefs have told me, like, Ralph, we just love your recipe. We love what you put into it and then how you gently pack it. And again, when we go in here, we see that really crumbly, juicy burger. And that's what you're going to get at these 8 ounces. This is a big burger. Treat this like a steak because it truly is. We've won awards for our burgers at QVC for years. And people who love these, they know that we don't give the 8 ounces a lot of love these days. So when you see them, jump on them, okay? So again, what makes a good burger? So what I like is the fact that what goes into the burger. In this case, all those high-end cuts. And then what we do is we round it out with a little bit of chuck that comes from the shoulder of the cattle, super, super marbled, and that gives it that beefiness. So this burger, by no means, has lack of flavor. And again, like I said, you could go with the 8 or 16 count. Now, if you go to 16 count, you're going to save almost $30. That's a great stock up and save. The weather's getting warmer. You will be using more burgers. It's great to have in the freezer. Okay, and this is item number M62242. As I said, this is on auto delivery, which I love because for every 90 days, for up to a year, you can get this burger at this price. So again, as everyone knows, food, beef, everything's changing every day. So I love the fact that you can lock this in, cross and check that box and say, you know what, I got my burgers coming all year and I'm going to be stocked up and ready to go, especially when people come over. You pull one of these out, and they're like, whoa, I never had a steak burger before. So let's make a burger. That's what we have to do, right? Okay, so let's make a burger. Now, I have a little juice here. What I always do is kind of clean the board with the top bun. And this is a fun burger. This is a real fun burger. We'll go traditional after this. So I'm going to do a little bit of fig jam, okay? because this is a high-end burger that has lots of richness to it. So you put a little of that fig jam on there. That'll melt because the burger obviously is already warm. And then a little bit of gorgonzola cheese. And there you go. That is a fun, this is like a brunch burger. Oh, did I say brunch? Well, that only means one thing. You have to have the egg, right? To make it a true brunch burger. So you put that right on top. And of course, because I love making a mess and making everybody hungry, that's the idea of Saturdays. Oh, yeah. Isn't that beautiful? That is a high-end 8-ounce steak burger, blue cheese, fig jam. And by the way, is that egg beautiful? That's one of those high-end free-range eggs, right? Super great color. So again, that's what you could do with these burgers because of how rich they are and how they stand up against any ingredient you want to put with. All right, let me just clean up a little bit. So again, we have the Kansas City Steak Company, been at QVC for over 25 years, been in business for, 1832, I believe. Started as a little butcher shop and then came to QVC in the 95 and truly treat our QVC customers like gold. They told us they want one per package because they want to just be able to take one out and put it on a salad. Like I said, my friend, she treats it like a steak. Sometimes it's just her. And again, she feels more comfortable cooking a burger than an expensive steak, which makes sense to me. So again, you could go with the 8 count or the 16 count. Now I know the 16 count, we're very limited because if you go with that 16 count, you're going to save, you ready for this? Almost $30. Now, free shipping and handling, which is great because a lot of times when you buy food online, it may sound great, but then you have to add the shipping and handling. In this case, it's free. And then we have the auto delivery. So every 90 days for a year, you get this price on these steak burgers. Okay, so let's jump into another one of these. All right. So I want everyone to see what makes this so special. Now, first of all, it's juicy, right? So we do a little press, and there's the juiciness. Now, these have been sitting about, I'd say, 10 to 12 minutes, still juicy. And just like a steak, you want to let it sit because those juices, you want them to hide, right? See all those nooks and crannies? That's because we just gently pack this burger, and then all those juices, which are going to go into your mouth, are hiding, and that's what's so important. Again, this has prime rib in it, filet mignon, New York strip steak, top sirloin. That's what's in this burger, and that's why we're able to call it a steak burger. So someone may say, well, Ralph, what's a hamburger? I don't get it. Well, a hamburger is inexpensive cuts of meat formed into a tight patty. Now, what happens when you have a tight patty? There's nowhere for those juices to go. So they don't go anywhere, and it's a dry burger. So what we're known for is juicy burgers, even at medium well. Yes, even at medium well, this burger is super juicy. And again, this is 8 or 16, okay? Free shipping and handling, auto delivery, 90 days to a year, okay? Great. And what I love about these burgers is the conversation that comes with the burger. When you have a burger that's a steak burger and you have a party and people are eating and you're like, yeah, that's a steak burger. I'm like, well, what does that mean? And you tell them what is in there, they kind of feel special. They're like, oh, wow, like really? Okay, you're whipping out the good one for me. So again, it's a special burger. It's a burger that's 8 ounces. That's a big burger. That's the biggest burger at QVC, and it's the biggest burger that Kansas City Steak Company sells. So let's make kind of like a more of a traditional burger, right? Okay, so let's go a little ketchup, okay, and a little bit of mustard, okay. Whoops, and nice slice of tomato, yum. And how about some onions? All right, a little onions, and that's it. Okay, that's it. That is an 8-ounce steak burger, and we always have to cut into it and see what's going on. And how about that? Oh yeah, okay. Now, wouldn't you just love to pull one of these out on a Saturday or Sunday and have that experience? So how would I cook these? Well, in a pinch, air fryer. Yes, air fryer. Now, from frozen, which I recommend, it's just going to take a little longer, but air fryer, just a simple, like a saute pan, just cook them on both sides, and then you can finish it in the oven, or just simply go with that flat top or grill. Now, with a grill, I always say go direct heat, get that nice crust on that steak burger, and then put it on indirect heat and allow it to cook, because at 8 ounces, it certainly is going to take a little extra time, but certainly absolutely worth it. And again, your choice of 8 or 16. Now, if you go with the 16 count, you're going to save almost $30. And every month we always have some great deals in this hour. And I think this is probably one of the top deals that we have for a steak burger. So stock up and save. Summer's coming, spring is here, and trust me, they're going to be in the freezer. You just pull one out, and you're ready to go. Treat it like a steak, because it truly, truly is. I think one more. Let me show you one more before we move on. And yeah, okay. So these been sitting for about now 10 minutes. Now I want to show you something. Even after 10 minutes at medium rare, look how juicy that is. There's a reason for that, because of all the marbling of all the steak that we put in the burger. This is an upscale burger. This is that burger that you probably spend about $28, $29 for at a high-end restaurant. There's no difference. Same experience at your house that you can have at that expensive restaurant, but certainly more approachable and less money. So, all right. Okay, so what we're gonna, you go 8 or 16, okay? And if you go to 16, you are gonna save yourself almost $30, which is absolutely a great deal. Auto delivery every 90 days for a year. You can lock this price in. Biggest burger at QVC, biggest burger that Kansas City Steak Company has to offer. All right, moving on. Oh yeah,